This week, some of the best musical theater students in Eastern Oklahoma will be recognized during the Discovery Awards. Here to tell us more about it is Frie, the CEO of the Tulsa Performing Arts Center. Great to see you.
It's great to see you.
Welcome back to the program. This has been on hold now for several years, and that has been so hard, I know. Students who've been wanting to perform and not getting to do so.
Yeah, 3 years since we were last on stage with the high school kiddos, and the energy in the theater this week as they've been working with our professionals. They're just so talented and so full of energy and love for each other already. And the program keeps growing. We've got more schools involved this year, and it's going to be a great night.
I've got some pictures I want to show. These are there's 37 young people,
Yep.
both boys and girls. And here's just, we're going to go through there. What schools are represented and how did the whole process unfold?
Yeah, we're really proud this year. Our reach has really grown. Not only do we have the Tulsa area schools, but we go as far as McAllister, Stillwater, Fort Gibson, Bristow. So our reach is really growing in northeastern Oklahoma. And, you know, we've got a lot of the schools tend to do the same musicals, so we've got 2 Matildas, 2 Addams families, and a couple others that we have to kind of weave those stories through. But they're just so talented, and it's great to have them back.
So let's talk a little bit about the program itself, the Discovery Awards. What happens that night?
So the kiddos will perform both group numbers, but then more importantly, they'll perform for a panel of judges, and they'll all sing solos from the programs that they were in at their local school. They will narrow that list down to some finalists who will then sing again in the second act. And then from that, 2 students will be chosen to represent northeastern Oklahoma at the Jimmy Awards, the Broadway League National Awards program in New York. They'll make their Broadway debut at the Minskoff Theater on June 27th. And what a great opportunity. And for us and our partnership with Celebrity Attractions, it's so important to us that we give kids opportunities that they wouldn't have otherwise.
Well, and some of these schools, you know, you mentioned are maybe more considered rural schools or outlying areas. And I'm just very impressed. I mean, some of those kids, without this kind of program, how would their love of musical theater be flourished?
Well, right. I mean, that's the whole thing is not every one of these kids is going to go into a career in the arts, but they're going to be supporters of the arts and lovers of the arts, and to be able to come together and work with Faith Prince and Lara Teeter, they are getting hands-on knowledge that they would never get any other way, and so it's great.
Now, Mark, a lot of people may remember you were in the musical Oklahoma out at Discoveryland. You played Judd.
A few hundred times, yeah.
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Had you had something like this available to you, how would that have impacted your life?
Well, you know, who knows, really? I mean, it could have opened up doors at a younger age for me. It could have introduced me to industry professionals that could have jump-started my career earlier than it did. And more importantly, it would just really expose me and open my eyes to what the industry really is like in New York, because as a stage actor, that's where we all want to get to is the Big Apple,
right,
for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, now you mentioned some of the musicals. There are young men and young women, and some of the musicals you mentioned sounded exciting. So they have already performed their main shows at their high schools. These are just snippets that are going to be featured?
Correct, yeah. And they work with Jeremy Stevens, our engagement coordinator. He's arranged all the music for these kiddos, and they're gonna sing their hearts out.
How were they chosen throughout? So
throughout the year, we send adjudicators to all of the high school musicals, and they watch the shows, and they vote on there's certain characters within the shows that are eligible to be chosen.
Okay. And
we tabulate all those votes, and here they are.
And I just go back to the day, because, you know, I was in Oliver, I was in Once Upon a Mattress. You know, I think, oh man, I played this, could I do this?
Right.
You know, and that was, the love of musical theater started way young. And unfortunately, we didn't have that kind of platform back then. So I'm excited. Tickets are still available if you're interested in going. It's tomorrow night, 7:30 at the Tulsa Performing Arts Center. We'll put all the ticket information on our website, and best of luck to those performers tomorrow night. It's going to be a great show. And Mark's going to MC without me this year.
I know.
I know. If you just moved it to a Friday night, I'm all in.
We will work on that next year.
Thanks a lot. Great to see you.
Good to see you.